Hey you guys, it is me Nappy coming to you today to do a blind hem stitch tutorial. And I'm doing this because someone over in my Facebook group requested that I show them. And with that said, a blind hem stitch can be done on a machine or it can be done manually. I will not be showing you how to do it manually. One, because of my hand, and two, it's just a little tedious, but it can be done. So if you cannot afford to buy a blind hem foot, I don't know how much it'll be for your machine. It's not that expensive. I think I paid $30 for mine. Now I have a Bernina and my foot number is number 5, and I'm going to come back to that. But my machine also came with the blind hem foot. Now it wasn't the most expensive one because the one it came with was made with a plastic component, which made it easier to break, and so it did break, and I had to purchase another one. I said all that to say is that I paid about $30 for it, so it really wasn't expensive. It just depends on what you consider expensive or not, but $35, it wasn't expensive at all. And so again, mine is number 5. That is not universal for all sewing machines, so I encourage you to read your manual, find out what your manufacturer's number is for your machine, and purchase the one that is for your machine, you guys, okay? Now, I am not going to be showing you guys the actual foot because it's already on my machine and I had already started stitching. But there's one component that's on there that's also on the edge stitch foot, which is, I'm going to show you guys, okay? So as you can see this here, you see that little gadget there, that's that little piece that sliced right there in the middle. Right there, right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah. So that is on the blind foot as well, okay? This is not the blind foot, this is an edge stitcher. And what that does is it's going to bump right up against the fold. And when you're doing it, so it's going to make a little more sense. Hold on, you guys. Let me put this back and then I'll tell you. When you make your fold, you want to make sure your garment is right size in. What I just said, I'm sorry. That the wrong side is here, facing up, if that makes sense, okay? Here. And so then you want to take in, this is the right side of the garment. And so you want to fold that however much you want your hem. Fold it. And so then it's going to look like this. This is the wrong side here. And this is how it's going to go in your machine. You're just going to slide that right in the machine, just like that. Now, the biggest thing is that with this folded side here, when you fold that, you want at least 1/4 inch of that extending past the fold, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, okay? You want at least 1/4 inch of that to extend past the fold because, as I was saying, I'm going to put this back up. As I was saying, that little gadget I showed you, that little thing that slits right in the middle, it's going to sit on that fold. And then that little 1/4 inch is going to be on this side. Sorry, you guys, if that makes sense. So you're going to have, this is that little pointy thing. You're going to have the fold over here that's going to bump up, which is going to be the wrong side of your fabric, going to bump up over here. And then you're going to have that little 1/4 inch on this side of the fabric. That makes more sense. At least it did to me. If not, just ask your questions below, and I will certainly get back to you guys. Now, once you do that and you put it in your machine, just like that, again, wrong side of the fabric here, with the right side up under it and that folded part folded back up under there, you're going to just begin to sew. That's it. And so the machine is going to then make a couple of stitches on the, if you're facing your machine, it's going to make a couple of stitches on your right, and then it's going to loop over that little pointy part and go over and cross and nick that left side of the fabric, and then jump right back over. And that's all it's going to do. And that will be the exact same thing, you guys. Let me pull this back up. That will be the exact same way you would sew it manually if you were trying to do it. So you would take that, fold it back a little bit, have a little bit extended, and you're going to just kind of make a couple of stitches, go over. Make a couple, go over. But you want to make sure that you're not going all the way through that fabric. You just want to nick up under it a little bit, just to grab that first little piece of fabric so that it don't go. And then you can kind of just flip it over and look at the back side, as my mom used to always do, and just make sure it's not going through. And that's how you do a blind hem stem stitch. Now again, it can be a lot, and it can be time consuming if you're doing a circle skirt or whatever you're doing. Now if it's a pants leg, it's still time consuming, but not as wide. So you can still get it done. My mom used to do it all the time. Okay, you guys? So I'm going to push this back down so we can see. You're not going to really see a whole lot here, but again, now I do recommend that you go slow when you first start to make sure you have enough fabric on that right side. If you're facing your machine, it's going to be the right side, because that can jam up your machine if you don't have enough over there, and then it can make your hem look a little ugly. Okay, so make sure you do that, and you want to be not driving fast. I tend to drive fast, so I'm going to try to drive slow today, but you want to make sure you're removing your pins as well. Okay, you guys? And so again, it's just gonna start. And it's going to, see, making a couple of stitches, then it's going to loop over. I don't know if you can see it when it turns. I mean, it jumps over. And that's all it's doing. That's all it's doing. And then once you get it, like any of that extra fold over there, you can definitely cut that off. My fold, you guys, in case you were wondering, it's a little large because initially, when I made this skirt, I was planning to wear it with heels, but due to some health issues right now, I'm not going to be able to put on my heels, so I'm going to be wearing it with flats. So I just opted to make it a larger hem so that I'll have the option to be able to unhem it and then redo it when I want to wear it with, when I'm able to wear it with heels again, okay? So that's that. And so it's just going to keep doing this. You just keep doing this here again. And so I'm getting to a little bulk area here. And so I just kind of put that down and make sure that's in there. Ooh, okay. And then you just kind of keep doing it. And that's how you do a blind hem, you guys. So let me show you what the end result looks like here. Okay. And now, because this fabric is black and I'm using black thread, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. But as you can see, you cannot see any thread through there. And it is hemmed. It is hemmed right there. Okay. So let's put this back up. That's how you do a blind hem. And if you guys have any questions, don't forget to ask your questions down below. I do read them. Don't forget, I'll be placing all of my social media information down below. And please don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias. I promise to follow you guys back. As well as don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. You guys, the like button is a thumbs up. And don't forget the subscribe button as well, you guys, so you can be updated on when I do new videos. And you know, it's how we survive on YouTube. So if you want to see more of me, you like the tips and information I'm giving out, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. And if you follow me on any of the social media outlets, I will definitely follow you guys back. Okay? So again, have a good day, and don't forget to hit the like, thumbs up button and subscribe. You guys have a good one. Bye.